One thing I'm always looking for in Warzone is a secondary that can absolutely beam and be as useful in as many situations as possible. And when I'm looking for weapons like that, I always try to find the ones that can shoot as straight as possible while also doing a good amount of damage. The MP7 from Modern Warfare is one I always go back to use as an example when I try to explain what I like in an SMG. So today we're going to go over all the best SMGs with the best accuracy for your loadouts. My name is LJ, and welcome to Battle Royale Guides. So before I start, I want to say that these aren't in any particular order, and I have one in here that is going to be an all hipfire build, and the reason I decided to add it in is because it's just so good and can fry from even pretty far ranges, so I felt like it was a must to add it in. Also, I don't know how Symphony does it, but he's just always blowing my mind with these clips. Anyways, let's get right into the video. To start the list off at number 7, we're going to go with the STEN. This one is my current go-to for duos and trios due to its slightly lower mag size at 32 rounds. While yes, it does have less ammo, it still fries, and even with the recoil booster and short barrel, it is very easily controllable. The build is slightly different from the last video, so let's go over the attachments right now. Recoil booster, SA 65mm rapid barrel, SA 32S iron sight, Gawain para stock, Carver foregrip, 7.62 32 round mags, lengthened ammo, grooved grip, acrobatic, and quick. So as you can see, I changed the underbarrel from the last video, and the reason for this is it just feels a little easier to control and overall feels better. With the current build, it barely moves, and while yes, there are some things we could change to make it even better with recoil and control, but it would negatively impact the TTK because we'd be taking the recoil booster and rapid barrel off. And honestly, the recoil is so easy to control anyway, it doesn't really make sense to take it away. All right, next up at number 6 is the Hipfire PPSH build. If you're looking for an almost perfect Hipfire build, then this one is for you. This thing might even be better than the old Modern Warfare MP5 Hipfire build back in the earlier Warzone days. Just in my couple of days of testing this thing, it's become clear that this will probably be the best Hipfire gun for a few weeks until maybe a nerf comes. Not saying it needs one, but I could see the devs doing it. But anyways, let's go over the attachments. Oil can silencer, 230mm barrel, ZF4 3.5x rifle scope, removed stock, Carver foregrip, 7.62 70 round mags, incendiary ammo, pine tar grip, and then for the perks we're using fleet and quick. So at first glance this build seems weird, but for what I can tell this is the best build for the PPSH if you're going for all hipfire. And honestly, even when you ADS it still beams, but it isn't the best. If you can, you want to stick to using it as a hipfire gun, and pairing it with a stim, you can just slide into a room and completely destroy people. That's honestly my favorite thing to do with this build, just popping a stim and completely breaking people's cameras and killing them before they can even react. At number 5, all right, this one might surprise some of you, but hear me out. The P90 has been so slept on, and to my knowledge, it's never gotten a nerf. So it's just been riding under the radar, and when I threw it on a class, it felt really good. This isn't the quickest killing SMG on the list, but it shoots really straight and gives me MP7 vibes. The attachments I'm using are the monolithic suppressor, forged tack retribution, stippled grip tape on both the under barrel and rear grip, and then the fly strap stock. So the perfect use for this SMG is a sniper support in my opinion. It doesn't quite have the raw TTK to compete with the Vanguard SMGs, and I have been outgunned up close to some MP40s a lot when I was using it, but where it shines is this awkward range where you don't know if you want your sniper out or your secondary, because a lot of SMGs wouldn't do very well at medium range, but this one is an absolute beam. I've always been looking for an excuse to run the P90 because back in COD 4 it was my favorite to run Juggernaut and the silenced P90 in GBs. Yeah, it was a little scummy, but damn, it was pretty fun. At number 4, we got the MP40. Even after the nerf to it, it's still probably the best SMG in the game. The TTK is insane, it doesn't move too much and can beam people even at medium range, and it has some crazy mobility too. Just overall an insane gun. This is my go-to SMG for quad since the meta build for this has a much bigger mag than the 32 on the STEN, and the attachments I'm using right now are recoil booster, 317mm barrel, crouch snick, IS-01M iron sight, but you can use the slate reflector if you prefer that, remove stock, SMLE pistol grip, 7.62 Garanko 45 round mags, incendiary ammo, polymer grip, and then for the perks we're running momentum and quick. So like I said, this is my go-to SMG for quads. This one can honestly be paired with any loadout you want. An AR, an LMG, a sniper, you name it. It will complement just about any class you got. The mobility is crazy, the TTK is low, and it's very easy to use. Definitely the best SMG currently. Okay, at number 3, we got another hipfire build, and this one is the Akimbo machine pistols. These ones are good because not only are they insane with a quick TTK and nice hipfire, but this also enables you to pick up your ghost class on your first loadout, or high alert, whatever you're more comfortable with. I don't know what it is about Call of Duty, but the dual wield weapons are always insanely strong when they first drop, so take advantage of these while you can. The attachments for these guys are the Mercury Silencer, VDD 140mm HE barrel, the G16 2.5x scope, which doesn't really matter other than the accuracy buff, lightweight trigger, 7.62 40-round mags, hollow point ammo, but you could do incendiary if you like that more, and then pine tar grip, and then for the perks, obviously akimbo, and then the second one is quick. So like I said, these are perfect for those who like to pick up their perks loadout first and not worry about using overkill. And in my opinion, that's what makes these so much stronger. They're not so crazy that they're overpowered like some dual wield weapons we've seen in past seasons, but it's definitely worth trying out. I would say these are best paired with an AR or LMG loadout, and maybe pass on a sniper loadout since it won't help in medium ranges very well. Moving on to number 2, we got the Owen gun. This one is another insane SMG and absolutely crazy as a sniper support. The slightly slower rate of fire makes it a very consistent gun for almost any range, and obviously as an SMG you'll see a damage drop off, but for close and medium ranges it's a monster. Now for the build, the attachments are recoil booster, no barrel attachment, M38 Slate 2.5x custom scope, removed stock, skeletal underbarrel, 9mm 72 round mags, incendiary ammo, fabric grip, and then for the perks we're running acrobatic and quick. So this build seems a little weird, but it works well. The barrel attachments kind of negatively impact the gun, where either the ADS is too slow or the range is lost when using the short barrel, so it's counterproductive to run one. And as for the scope on it, this is what actually made me start using the gun. When you're using a regular slate reflector or scope, the magazine obstructs your view, but with the 2.5x custom, the slate reflector style scope is on top above the mag and is completely out of the way, making this gun way better. And finally, at number 1, we got the WELGUN. This gun is still pretty new, but a lot of people have found some absolutely insane builds for it. It has a nice rate of fire and pretty easily controlled recoil, and that's what makes it one of the best guns on the list. The build I'm working with currently is the recoil booster, 122mm Gawain short barrel, slate reflector, Gawain skeletal stock, skeletal underbarrel, 9mm 64 round mags, lengthened ammo, polymer grip, and then for the perks we're running acrobatic and quick. The way I built this thing out made it have pretty quick ADS, decent hip fire, and overall good range, and a quick TTK. It competes with the MP40 and could very well beat it in some categories. Honestly, I think I like it a bit better than the MP40, mainly because it has a slightly bigger mag, and in Warzone, more is usually better when it comes to mag size, as long as it doesn't negatively affect your ADS too much. And with this build, it's still pretty quick with the 64 round mag. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's loadout video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to drop a like on the video. It really helps us out, and also, if you haven't already, make sure to smash that sub button and notification bell so that you never miss an upload. And before I forget, follow my Twitch channel over at twitch.tv/LJGG, where I stream a crazy amount of hours of Warzone, and if you ever wanted to ask any questions, that's one of the best places to do it. Anyways, that's it for me. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video. My name is LJ, and this has been Battle Royale Guides.